Workforce recruitment, new residential construction, and several major projects are all part of Knox County's long-term economic development growth strategy. News Director Dave Foster takes a closer look at how those efforts connect.
All across Knox County, multiple development efforts are moving forward at the same time. They include industrial construction, new housing, retail expansion, and programs designed to bring new residents into the community. Local leaders say those pieces are being discussed together because each one affects the other. The most recent announcement has been a project that started moving dirt on the day the news was released.
Amazon is planning to build a just over 100,000 square foot delivery station or last mile distribution center, and so we sold them about 30 acres in the industrial park, and so they'll be building right there near the corner of, or at the corner of Industrial Boulevard and Keller Road in the industrial park. And so they're already getting started with moving dirt, and we're looking forward to seeing that facility being built.
Amazon delivery stations handle the final stage of package delivery. Shipments arrive from nearby fulfillment or sorting centers and are loaded into delivery vehicles and then delivered to customers. Rural delivery stations typically employ about 170 workers. Amazon says additional driving work may be available. Amazon says hourly employees in fulfillment and transportation earn a base wage of more than $23 an hour. The company says total compensation exceeds $30 when benefits are included. Pfaff wants to emphasize that there were no economic development incentives for Amazon, and they're not receiving any tax abatements. That means that once the center is operational, property and income taxes will be immediately invested into the community. The Amazon facility is part of a broader effort to position the county for logistics and distribution activity tied to major highways and existing industry. Alongside business recruitment, the strategy includes a program focused on adding new households. The program is called Make My Move, a national platform offering incentives to out-of-state remote workers who agree to relocate. The plan includes new digital outreach, participation in a national relocation program, and the addition of new market rate housing.
Our goal is to attract a minimum of 15 new households to the community being Knox-wide, not just Vincennes, but all of Knox County, and then work with them to find housing and or, if there's a trailing spouse looking for a job, for example, we want to help provide those, that kind of connection with the local community as well.
The plan also includes a new marketing video and updates to the KnoxCountyIndiana.com website, which includes a Live Here resource aimed at people who already commute into Knox County for work. That initiative is also tied to another group already connected to the local workforce.
I'd remind folks that we have about 3,000 workers that commute into Knox County every day, and half of them come from Illinois. And so for many reasons, we believe that there's probably a percentage of those 1,500 or so folks that if they had better housing options here, might consider moving here.
Pfaff believes that group represents potential population growth without recruiting a new workforce from outside the region. To support these goals, new residential construction is moving forward. One of the largest housing developments in years has been under construction along Beerhouse Boulevard in Vincennes. Beerhouse Flats is located between State Road 61 and Hart Street, adjacent to Kimmel Road and the shopping plaza.
They expect that the first 24 units of Beerhouse Flats should be available by June of this year, and so they're already starting to put names on a waiting list for people who have an interest in those first apartments. And then they're really moving briskly. I know the weather has been a bit of a challenge recently, but their goal is to have most of these units completed by the end of 2026.
Those apartments are part of a longer timeline that extends into the next several years. It will add to new and currently planned housing projects in several areas of Vincennes and Bicknell. This all coincides with several national retailers that have opened locations already or will be opening soon.
If you don't see these types of new investments being made by national brands, then you rest assured that they probably don't have confidence in the local market. But the fact that we've seen stores like Aldi's, for example, I think a lot of folks believe that we need more grocery options, and so we were pleased to see that. Five Below, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. And others, I think, are looking at Knox County and Vincennes and seeing a place that has a lot going on.
Those projects come at the same time as expansions by existing employers and new industrial construction. Local officials say the timing of those announcements is significant.
When you start building that momentum with new companies, whether it's logistics, distribution, retail, manufacturing, when you see a lot of these things happening at the same time, I think that's signaling that we're on the right path.
Each project, employment, housing, and population all move on its own schedule, but the overall strategy depends on them moving forward together. And Knox County's economic development plan continues to build around that combined approach, expanding the workforce, increasing housing, and turning daily activity into long-term growth. For First City Focus and photojournalist Marianne McDaniel, I'm Dave Foster.
We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates as they move forward.